Alright, hey guys, I'm back with another podcast today. It's gonna be a shorter episode today than usual. I really don't have a lot of stuff that's been going on, in the music industry I can really talk about. But I just want to, mostly talk about the Billboard Awards, that are coming up this Sunday. So I just want to, talk about some of the information that's been posted on Billboard and other places, about what's going to be happening during the Billboard Awards, who's been nominated, and just get into a discussion about some of these artists. So, of course, we're going to start off with Daily Wavelengths as always. My listenings have been off, haven't been listening to as much music as usual, which is weird for me. But I've still been listening to... Hold on, let me get my Spotify back up. Okay, so I've been listening to this new track by Kurt Cobain's featuring Chris Brown. It's called Date Night, Same Time. When was this released? I'm trying to remember when it was actually released. Doesn't say on Spotify. It was released this year, but I don't know exactly when it was released. But I really like that song. Haven't heard Kurt Cobain's in a while, so it's nice to hear him and Chris Brown doing another track together. Then I went back to an older Yo Gotti album and listened to the song that him and Chris Brown have called Save It For Me, which is off Yo Gotti's I Still Am album, which came out in 2017. They actually released a video probably about, at most probably like 2 months or so ago. I might be wrong, but it's on YouTube if you guys want to check that out. It's a good video. I like the video. And then I've been listening to Stefflon Don, 16 Shots. I've been listening to a lot of Stefflon Don, like 16 Shots, Didn't Hurt Me. Then there's another song Stefflon has with, what was the actual song? Let me check this out real quick. So my brain's not working. Okay, that's what it is. It's hurting me. It's not that song though. Okay, so the other song I was thinking about was Them Never Warn Ya, and then Envious are a couple of songs that I really like by her. So I've been on Stefflon Don Tick, and if you guys know me, you guys know I like reggae and dancehall are pretty much like a staple. Like I have to have at least 1 or 2 songs on my playlist that have an islandy dancehall, Jamaican, Caribbean feel. And then speaking on that, the new Neo song with him and BB Rexa and Stefflon Don called Pushback. Called Pushback. Is another one of my songs that I've been listening to. If you guys haven't checked out the video is great. And somebody that likes to dance like me, it's interesting to see all the elements of dancehall that are in it. The choreography is great. Just a good fun video. If you guys want to check that out, it's on YouTube. It was released probably 3 weeks ago. Around 3 weeks. So check that out if you guys are interested. And then I've been still listening to Pain and Pleasure, the EP by Tink. And my favorite song still is Get You Home. So also check that out. And then there's a video that I recently did on my channel at Lineal Tones. This reaction video it's the song Get You Home, but Nicole Kirkland did a choreography to it. So if you guys are interested in that, you guys should look at her channel and check the video out, and then check more videos by Nicole. She's really great as a choreographer, so I always check out her videos. But I don't really have any throwbacks. To be honest, I've pretty much been listening to more recent stuff, which is again not a normal thing for me, which is very interesting. But I'm done with that. But I just want to get in. Like I said, we're gonna talk pretty much just about the Billboard Awards. It's gonna be a shorter episode than usual. But since we're gonna talk about the Billboard Awards, let's start off with one of the topics. So let me pull this up on my phone. So, I'm sure you guys have known by now, and if you don't, well, I'm going to tell you about it right now. So, this year's Billboard Awards, Janet Jackson is going to be receiving the honor. Is going to be receiving, the Icon Award at the Billboard Awards. To me, she should have been had this, but I'm happy they're finally giving her the respect she deserves for Billboard and just for what she's done in music. The article is on Billboard.com. If you guys want to check it out, and it's titled Janet Jackson to receive Icon Award at 2018 Billboard Music Awards. I find it very interesting because we had Justin Timberlake, and you guys know how I felt about that whole thing at the Super Bowl, but now Janet Jackson's getting honored at the Billboard Awards, so it's kind of interesting that is happening at this particular time. So the article goes into saying Janet Jackson has been one of music's leading voices since the 80s, and now the pop legend will be honored with an appropriately, why can I not speak today, prestigious award at this year's Billboard Music Awards. Dick Clark Productions and NBC announced Monday, May 7th, that Jackson will be receiving the coveted Icon Award, which recognizes singers' contributions. Along with receiving this honor, Janet is going to be performing, which will be her first on television in 9 years. And it talks about how she's joining other recipients like Prince, Celine Dion, Cher, Stevie Wonder, of course, and Neil Diamond. And then it goes in to say that Kelly Clarkson will be hosting this year's awards, and it's happening on Sunday, May 20th at 8 p.m. 8 p.m. Eastern Time and 5 p.m. Pacific Time. So, and they've also, on this article, it shows a Spotify link to the 2018 Billboard Awards Icon, Janet Jackson by Billboard Music. So they actually made a whole playlist featuring all of Janet Jackson's hits. I'm going to come in here and show some of my favorites. So one of my favorites will always be Nasty. What Have You Done For Me Lately? The Pleasure Principle. Miss You Much. Rhythm Nation. Alright's a great one as well. Escapade. That's the Way Love Goes. If, again, it's a great time, anytime, any place. I Get Lonely. All For You. Where's my other one? Oh yeah, What's It Gonna Be with her and Busta Rhymes, which is still one of my favorites. The song with her and Blackstreet called Girlfriend Boyfriend, which is another good one. A more recent one and a more like modern one is like Feedback. So Excited, which is another one of my favorites. Doesn't Really Matter is another one as well. And of course the one that her and Michael did called Scream, which is another great song. So out of all that, it's 37 tracks, and those are just some of the individual songs that are my favorites off of this playlist. So if you guys haven't checked it out, go on Spotify. If you guys have a Spotify, check that out and just have a good old time listening to Janet Jackson. So that's what I'm going to do probably right after I'm done with this podcast is just listen to Janet Jackson for the rest of the day. But let's get into the actual, they actually released the full list of the nominations yesterday on Billboard. So I'm going to get into the nominations and go run through who I think will probably win these awards and who probably won't. So, okay, so the article okay. So the nominees for the 2018 Billboard Awards have been revealed, and it's Kendrick, Ed Sheeran, and Bruno Mars in the lead with 15 Billboard Music Award nominations apiece, and all three are up for top artist, competing against Drake, who has 9 nominations total, and Taylor Swift with 5 nominations total in that field. It's also a good day for Post Malone, who was up for his 13 Billboard Music Awards in 12 categories, and Imagine Dragons, who snagged 11 nominations in, actually no, it says 11 nods in 10 categories. Justin Bieber and Cardi B are tied with 8 nominations, and the boys behind Despacito, Luis Fonsi, and Daddy Yankee have 7 apiece. Cardi is up for top new artist, facing off against 21 Savage, Camila Cabello, Khalid, and Kodak Black. So, interesting. And that's a lot of nominations for some of these artists. I was not expecting Post Malone. I expected Post Malone to have as much as he has, but the fact that it's in 12 categories is interesting. Imagine Dragons, I was surprised to see how many times they were listed in the nominations. It's interesting. I knew Despacito was going to find its way into the Billboard Awards, so that's not anything new. And I already knew Cardi was going to be up for a new artist. But let's get into the full list right now. So for what I kind of discussed earlier, top artist is between Drake, Kendrick Lamar, Bruno Mars, Ed Sheeran, and Taylor Swift. So with this category, there's a lot of heavy hitters in the music industry. So you got Kendrick Lamar with Damn, which was a phenomenal album in my opinion. Drake with Views and all that. Views was his. Hold on. My brain is not working right. What was the album with Passion Fruit on it? But that was more like a playlist, he said. Views was his last album, you can call it album, before he released Passion Fruit. I know that, but I forget what that album was. Then you had Bruno Mars with 24 Karat Magic, Ed Sheeran with Divide, and then Taylor Swift with her album. When it comes to all 5 of these artists, I'm not sure who's going to come. I really want Kendrick to win, because I just feel like Kendrick deserves to win that award for top artist. He just deserves it, in my opinion. But we'll see on Sunday who actually gets it. You guys leave in the comments some of your suggestions of who you guys think should win and why you think they should win in the comments, or you guys can just DM me on my personal page at drita, d.writa, as always. So let's get into the next category, which is top new artists. So it has 21 Savage, Camila Cabello, Cardi B, Khalid, and Kodak Black. I really believe in my heart of hearts that it's going to be Cardi B. I just feel it in my heart that it's going to be Cardi B. But I also wouldn't be mad if it was Khalid either, because I really love Khalid and I love his music. Camila Cabello could have something as well. I wouldn't be really surprised if she got anything, but I would pick 21 Savage over Camila. If I had to pick out of those 3. Out of all 5 of those artists, I believe it's going to be Cardi B, which is more highly it's more highly probable that she'll get it, and then like Khalid, it makes sense, and then 21 Savage, I think he's gonna get it. If either of those two don't. So let's get into the next category, which is Billboard Chart Achievement Award. So it has Camila Cabello, Cardi B, Drake, Sam Hunt, and Ed Sheeran. I'm not familiar with Sam Hunt. I believe he's a country artist, so I'm not sure. He's a country artist, so I'm not familiar with him. Ed Sheeran, with Chart. So between, since I'm more familiar with the rest of them, which is Drake, Cardi B, and Camila, and Ed Sheeran. So again, it's kind of gonna be hard because you have Ed Sheeran with his song "Perfect," and "Perfect" is one of my favorites off his last record, "Divide." So, and then you have Drake with "God's Plan" and all that. "Nice for What," and so I don't know what's going to make it out of that. And then Cardi B was like "She's Bad," and her recent album that came out. I don't know what's going to take the cake for this, because it's like Ed Sheeran, Cardi B, and Drake. Those are pretty much the heavy hitters in this category. So I don't know where it's going to go. I want it to be Cardi B, just because I feel like she deserves, with how quickly her rise is going. It would just be great for her to win an award. But I feel like it's going to be either between Drake and Ed Sheeran for some reason. For some reason, I just feel like it might go to Drake or Ed Sheeran for this award. Now going to the next category, which is Top Male Artist. Where the nominations is Drake, Kendrick, Bruno Mars, Post Malone, Ed Sheeran. So you guys see pretty much that Drake, Kendrick, Bruno Mars, and Post Malone and Ed Sheeran are pretty much going to be in most of these categories when it comes to just overall artists. So not just male. Who I think will win over this? This one, I believe, it probably will go to Bruno Mars. This one, I just feel like it's probably going to go to Bruno Mars. That's just my opinion. Just with how he pretty much sweep the Grammys, and just how his whole traction went with 24 Karat Magic, that he'll probably get it over Kendrick and Drake this time, and Ed Sheeran. So I believe it most likely will go to Bruno Mars in that category. When it comes to top female artists, it's Camila Cabello, Cardi B, Halsey, Demi Lovato, and Taylor Swift. So again, you have some heavy hitters. You have Cardi B and Taylor Swift that are heavy hitters in the industry. I believe it might go to, if Cardi B, this is my thing. So if Cardi B gets top new artist, she probably will not get top female artist as well. I would like to, it would be great to see her get it. So, but that's what I hope. I would hope that she gets it. But I feel like it's probably going to go to, it might go to Demi Lovato because she's been having a good year with her stuff. And then it might go to Camila. So, on that one, I'm still trying to figure that out. But I really want Cardi B to get both the new artist and top female artist. That'd be great. To see for her. Then it goes to top duo or group: the Chainsmokers, Coldplay, Imagine Dragons, Migos, and U2. U2 is a surprise to me because I didn't even know U2 had any new music out. So when it comes through that, so it's between, when I look at it, it's like Migos and the Chainsmokers and Imagine Dragons, which are pretty much the heavy hitters in this category. So I would think it'll probably end up being Migos from this. Like, I'm not a huge fan of Migos, for personal reasons. Not a huge fan of them, but I believe they'll probably win out of this category because, and then like after that, I'll probably go to Imagine Dragons before it goes to Chainsmokers, because I feel like they had Imagine Dragons has a one a bigger catalog and people like Imagine. The Chainsmokers are a little bit newer, so I don't know. So my prediction is probably going to be the Migos out of this category. So it goes to now the top Billboard 200 artists, which is Drake, Kendrick Lamar, Ed Sheeran, Chris Stapleton, which is a country artist, and Taylor Swift. So when it goes to top Billboard 200, for me, it's the top, the three, Drake, Kendrick, and Ed for this. It's between those three. Really, it's just between those three. They've been having great years. So I really can't even tell who's going to win, but I just know it's going to be between those three artists before anybody else on this list. But I'm sure I'll be surprised because they do surprise you sometimes with who they choose. So we'll see. And then it goes to top Hot 100 artists, which is Imagine Dragons, Kendrick Lamar, Bruno Mars, Post Malone, Ed Sheeran. So to me, it's gonna be between Kendrick, Bruno, and Post Malone. And for this one, I feel like it might go to it's definitely between those three. I don't know who's gonna go, because you have 24 Karat Magic, which and all the songs on that. You have Damn. Then you have Post Malone singles. I don't know. I feel like it could be Post Malone for this. I would like it to be Kendrick, but I feel like it could be Post Malone and then Bruno Mars and then Kendrick will be last in that order. But I think Kendrick would deserve that a lot. But again, it's a nomination, so you don't know until it happens. Next category is top streaming songs artists. Cardi B, Drake, Kendrick Lamar, Post Malone, Ed Sheeran. Top streaming, I feel like that might go to Drake. Just based off his catalog, it's like it'll be between Drake, Kendrick, Post Malone, and Cardi for me when it comes to streaming. So I don't know exactly. I have a feeling it's gonna be Drake, but then it's like Cardi B with her recent album. How many times that's been streaming, and you hear a lot of people talking about that album, especially big names. So I really don't know where that's gonna go to, but I have a feeling it might be Drake for this one. Then it goes to top song sales artists, Kendrick, Imagine Dragons, Bruno Mars, Post Malone, Ed Sheeran. So song sales, this might go to Bruno Mars for this. And then it might go to Kendrick after that, and then Post Malone. So I don't know. Some of these categories have a lot of big competition because you have a lot of heavy hitters in there, like Kendrick, Bruno Mars, Post Malone, and then you have Ed Sheeran. They're pretty big. And Imagine Dragons as well. So they're all big artists in some of these categories. So you don't really know which fan base is going to prevail when it comes to some of these. Top radio songs artists, Halsey, Imagine Dragons, Bruno Mars, Charlie Puth, Ed Sheeran. For me, when it comes to radio songs, I feel like it's pretty much just between Bruno and Ed. And for this, I think Bruno's going to be Ed in this category. So I don't know. But I really think it's between Ed and Bruno for this category for radio. Top radio songs. So as usual, we'll see because these are noms. Next category is top social artists, which is Justin Bieber, BTS, Ariana Grande, Demi Lovato, Shawn Mendes. For this top social artist, I'm not really familiar with this category, but I'm guessing it has something to do with social media. So I don't know. Top social artist. Justin Bieber hasn't really been on social media like that, so I don't think it's gonna go to him. Ariana Grande has kind of been silent for a while, so I don't think that will work. Maybe Shawn Mendes. I don't really pay attention to him. It might go to Demi Lovato. So I feel like it. Ariana Grande, Demi Lovato, BTS, Justin Bieber. This category I'm kind of floored with because I don't know who it might go to. My opinion is it might go to Demi Lovato, and that's only based off of social media, and I don't believe Justin Bieber hasn't really been on social media like that. I don't follow him, so I really wouldn't know. Ariana Grande, she hasn't really been posting a lot. Like, she just recently released a new single. Just been talking about the next coming album for her, but other than that, her social media hasn't really been doing a whole bunch of stuff, in my opinion. So this will be a surprise on who will actually win from that. Top 20 artists is Coldplay, Guns N' Roses, Bruno Mars, Ed Sheeran, and U2. So for touring, when it comes to touring, it's going to, I can see U2 just based off of who U2 is in the industry and how long they've been doing it. But I feel like it's in between. It's very between Bruno Mars and Ed Sheeran again, and I feel like Bruno Mars is going to take that one as well. So again, it's hard to know exactly who's going to get it, but I feel like Bruno Mars is going to take this one as well. So we're down to my favorite categories, which has to obviously deal with R&B. So we're into top R&B artists. So Chris Brown's there, Khalid, Bruno Mars, SZA, and The Weeknd. So when it comes to top R&B, Bruno Mars, I want SZA to win this so bad. I want SZA and Khalid to win, and Chris Brown, of course. I always want Chris Brown to win. But SZA had such a great year with Control, that I really want her to win an award because I feel like she was highly disrespected in the Grammy. She didn't win anything that she was nominated for, and I feel like she should have won at least one of those awards. Kind of gets on my nerves that she didn't win anything. So I really, if it had to be anybody, I would really want it to be SZA because I believe SZA really deserves it. And then after that, Khalid and then Chris Brown for it. I just really want SZA to win this award. So next is the top R&B male artist. So that includes Khalid, Bruno, and The Weeknd. I feel like The Weeknd's album came out just in the right time to get nominations for this. His latest one. I haven't listened to the full one, the whole EP yet. Well, the whole album. Yeah, so I can't really go off of that. For this, I want Khalid to win, but it's probably going to go to Bruno Mars. I just feel like it is. But I really would want Khalid to win for R&B male artists. For top R&B females, between Beyonce, Rihanna, and SZA, and it's going to be hard, but I think Beyonce's going to take this one. It'd be great for SZA to win, but when it's Beyonce and Rihanna, I don't think she's going to win between those two. But I think Beyonce's going to win that award just from what she's been doing, especially with the live performances. I feel like she's just going to win this award. And she deserves it. She's been doing hard work. It will make sense. And to be honest, I'll be happy if any three of these women won, to be honest. So top arm, and that's very rare for categories, but I would be happy if any of them won. usually I have my favorites. So top R&B tour. So you have Bruno Mars, Lionel Richie, and The Weeknd. To me, that's obvious. It's going to be Bruno Mars. Even though Lionel Richie is a legend and The Weeknd is very popular as well, but I just feel like it's going to be Bruno Mars with this success of 24 Karat Magic. So top rap artists, which should be interesting. So it's Drake, Kendrick Lamar, Lil Uzi Vert, Migos, Post Malone. So I don't know Post Malone gonna win this. I might have lost to Post Malone. I really wouldn't want Post Malone to win this. Just for some of the comments he's made about rap music, and about, which is kind of like contradictory because you're part of the music you're discrediting. But yeah, so I really would not want him to win any of these rap awards. In my opinion, I would be upset if he did, but wouldn't be really surprised. But I feel like Drake might take this. It'll be between Kendrick and Drake for this award. And then Migos as well. So it's between, but then Lil Uzi Vert could pop up too as well. But I just feel like it might be Kendrick or Drake for this one. And then I could see Migos too. But I'm going to stick with mine and say that it might be Drake or Kendrick for this one. Top rap male artists, which is Drake, Kendrick, and Post Malone again. So, for this one, top rap. I believe this might go to Kendrick for this one. I feel like it might go to Kendrick, but it could also go to Post Malone for this one as well. So I'm not sure. I'd rather have Drake Kendrick win this one, but I already said the reason why. Top rap female artists, you have Bad Barbie, which I can't believe she is even in this category. It really gets on my nerves that she's even in here. Then you have Nicki Minaj and Cardi B. I want Cardi B to win. That's just, to be honest, Cardi B has worked her way up to what she's got. She's been very successful. Her newest album is an amazing album. It's a fun album. It talks about a lot of good stuff. In the album, I really like the album. So I think Cardi will take this one home, hopefully. And I'm still just, the fact that Bad Barbie is really on here just irritates me. So top rock. What the heck am I wrong with me? I'm switching the O and the A. Wow. Top rap tour. So it's going to be J. Cole, Jay-Z, and Kendrick. Top rap tour. Top rap tour. I don't know. I wish I looked at the tour numbers for some of these. I don't know who's going to go to. I feel it might go to Jay-Z for this. It might go to Jay-Z, but then I feel like it might be a Kendrick Lamar win for this. I'm not sure with this one. I need to look at the top rap tour to actually give a good feel for it, who will be top, but I feel like Kendrick might take that one. Top country artists, Kane Brown, Luke Combs, Sam Hunt, Thomas Rhett, and Chris Stapleton. I'm really not sure because I don't listen to any of these artists, so I'm not sure who will win. So I really don't know what's going to happen with that. Top country male artists, Sam Hunt, Thomas Rhett, and Chris Stapleton. I know of Chris Stapleton, and basically off of that, I feel like he might win because I've been hearing his name more frequently than any of these other two artists, so he might take that one for male artists. For country, top female artists is Miranda Lambert, Kelsea Ballerini, and Maren Morris. I feel like I'm more familiar with Miranda Lambert, so, and hearing her name a lot, so I think she might take it for top female for country. And then top country duo group artist is Florida Georgia Line, Old Dominion, and Zach Brown Band. So, Florida Georgia Line, I'm always hearing about them, so they most likely will take it for that. Top country tour, Luke Bryan, Florida Georgia Line, Tim McGraw, and Faith Hill. So, I know Tim McGraw and Faith Hill. Not big fans of the music, but they're pretty much like staples in country music. So I feel like they might take it for the tour. But then you have Luke Bryan, who's a big name in country as well, so he might take it. So that's going to be interesting to see who takes it out of those three. So top rock artists is Imagine Dragons, Linkin Park, Portugal the Man, Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, 21 Pilots. I didn't know 21 Pilots was on it. I'm not sure. Maybe Imagine Dragons? Because I haven't been hearing anything that Linkin Park has recently released, so I don't know. Maybe Imagine Dragons might win this. I'm not sure. We'll see. Top rock tour, which is Coldplay, Guns N' Roses, and U2. So, out of this, I feel like Coldplay will probably take it over U2 and Guns N' Roses. For that one, it's kind of easy. Well, not easy, but that's what I think. Top Latin artists. So you got J Balvin, Daddy Yankee, Luis Fonsi, Ozuna, and Romeo Santos. Or Romeo. If I'm going to pronounce it right. So, J Balvin with his song Mi Gente with him and Beyonce's also on this track listed. So I feel like J Balvin might take it. But then it's like Daddy Yankee. It's like a staple for like I don't know. I like a lot of these artists on here. I like Luis Fonsi, J Balvin, and Daddy Yankee, and then Romeo Santos. I love him too. That's a hard category for me, but I feel like J Balvin has had a great year. Luis Fonsi had a great year with Despacito as well. So I don't know. I don't know who that's gonna go to. That's gonna be hard for me. Top dance electronic artists: The Chainsmokers, Calvin Harris, Kygo, and then Marshmello and Odessa. I'm not familiar with. I'm familiar with the Chainsmokers. I've heard a few songs. Calvin Harris, I've heard a few songs. Not familiar with Odessa and Marshmello and Kygo, so I don't know who's going to get out of that. So moving on to the next one is top Christian artists: Elevation Worship, Hillsong United, Hillsong Worship. That's interesting. Mercy Me, and Zach Williams. I'm not familiar with any of these people nominated for top Christian artists, so I can't tell you anything about that. The next category is top gospel artists. So you have Anthony Brown and Group Therapy, which I love. Travis Green, not familiar with him. J.J. Harrison and You for Praise. Then you have Tasha Cobbs, Leonard, and then you have Tamala Mann, who's my girl. I love Tamala Mann's voice. I love her. This one I can talk about and speak about because I like some of these artists. So, Tamala Mann, it would be great if she'd won, but I feel like Tasha Cobbs has had a great year, and then it's the same thing with Anthony Brown. So those are 3 artists out of this where I think that they might take it. Either of those 3 might take it. I would love to see Tamala Mann get this. But also see Tasha win it as well. And then Anthony Brown. I like all 3 of those artists I like. So that should be interesting. I don't know. Okay, so moving on to top Billboard 200 albums. So it's Drake with More Life. Okay, so that's what it was. That's where Passion Fruit's from. It's More Life. Okay, now I got my brain together. So then it's going to be Kendrick's Damn, Post Malone Stoney, Ed Sheeran Divide, and then Taylor Swift's Reputation. Taylor Swift is definitely out of this category because her sales for her tour and then the album were not as great as she would usually get, so I really don't think she's going to win this award. I don't know. This should be interesting. I feel like I might go to... It really could go to... it might go... I think it might go to Damn for this. But then More Life has some good tracks on it. That's going to be a toss-up between those two for me. And then Ed Sheeran had a good year with Divide as well. So I'm not sure exactly where that's going to go. I don't know. That's going to be interesting. But I'm going to take a break between reading some of these. So I'm going to take a short break and get back into all the rest of the categories. So I'll be right back, guys. Okay, guys, I'm back. So continuing with these categories. So just got finished talking about the top Billboard 200 album. So that one's going to be hard. I don't really know who's going to win out of that. Top selling album is Kendrick Lamar Damn, Pink Beautiful Trauma, Ed Sheeran Divide, Chris Stapleton from Maroon Volume 1, Taylor Swift Reputation. When it comes to top selling, for me, it's going to be between Ed and Damn for Kendrick Lamar. So, Damn was a really good album for him. Sold really well. But I feel like Ed's going to take this one from him for top selling. When it comes to top selling, I feel like Ed Sheeran fans really go hard for him. So I feel like he's going to take it for top selling. Now to a category that I was really excited to see this year, which is top soundtrack. So it has Black Panther, the soundtrack, which is one of my favorite soundtracks of all time. The Fate of the Furious album from the Fast and the Furious. The Greatest Showman, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, Awesome Mix Volume 2, and then Moana. I'm really biased because I want to see Black Panther get this one, because I just all the songs on the album just give me life. I really just feel like that album should win. But Moana did such a good job as well. And then that's a Disney movie, that's a Disney franchise, so that is always up there. So you have 2 Disney franchise stuff up here. Actually, no, 3, because you have Guardians of the Galaxy. So you have 3 Disney products up here. So between those 3, I believe Black Panther might take it. That's my opinion. I think that album just really just delivered with production, just quality of the music, and just lyrical content and stuff like that. Just feel like it just felt really good. So I'm not sure, but I really wanted it to be Black Panther soundtrack. Top R&B album, so it's between American Teen for Khalid, Bruno Mars, 24 Karat Magic, SZA Control, The Weeknd Starboy, then XXXTentacion, which is 17. I don't know how that isn't. I'm confused on why. I don't know why XXX is on the R&B charts. That's kind of weird. I thought he was a rapper, so that's weird that he's on R&B. So while I would want SZA and Khalid to win, it's most likely going to go to 24 Karat Magic, because it went this way with, if I believe from the Grammys, he won for top R&B album for the Grammys, so I wouldn't be surprised if he won again for 24 Karat Magic. So it's gonna be between, for me, it's gonna be between Khalid, SZA, and Bruno Mars for this one, but it's most likely gonna go to Bruno Mars. Well, I would love to see Khalid and SZA win. Top rap album, and Joe Barrett on Billboard better not disrespect SZA and give her at least one award, because I need her to win at least something. For top rap album, we have Drake, More Life, excuse me, Kendrick, Damn, Lil Uzi Vert, Love Is Rage 2, then you have Migos, Culture, and then Post Malone, Stoney. Been hearing from a lot of people love Culture by Migos, so I wouldn't be surprised if that got it. Damn, of course, is a great album. More Life, I feel like it might go in between. It might be, for me, it might be between Kendrick and Migos for this one. And it might go to Migos for this. It might. But I believe him. For me, I think it should go to Damn, but it might go to Culture for Migos. I'm not sure. So I'm not really sure about this album, because I didn't listen to Uzi Vert's album, Love Is Rage 2, so I'm not really sure about that. Only heard some of the singles from Stoney for Post Malone, so I don't know. This one will be an interesting category as well. So it's going to be top country album, and I love how I can hear all my vocal cracks. It's so annoying. See, right there. Kane Brown for top country album for his self-titled album, which is Kane Brown. Luke Combs, This One's For You. Thomas Rhett, Life Changes. Chris Stapleton from Maroon Volume 1. Brett Young. I'm not familiar with these artists, so I really could not tell you. But since it's Chris Stapleton and he's the more familiar name for me, I believe he might take it, but I'm not sure. I haven't listened to these albums. Top rock albums. So you have Imagine Dragons with Evolve, Linkin Park, One More Light, Panic at the Disco, Death of a Bachelor, Portugal the Man, Woodstock, U2, Songs of Experience. I haven't listened to any of these albums, so I really don't know which would take it out of this. So I really can't help you guys with that one. So top Latin album is Nicky Jam with Phoenix. Hopefully I pronounced that right. Christian Nodal with Me De Lavar. Hopefully I pronounced that one right. Osuna, Odessa, Romeo Santos, Golden, Shakira, El Dorado. I know Latin. I have listened to Shakira's album. I didn't even know she had a new album. Not familiar with Osuna, not familiar with Christian Nodal, and not familiar with Nicky Jam. So off of that, it might go to Romeo. You know, I only listened to the singles off of Golden. So, I'm not sure with this one either. This could go to anybody, but I feel like it might go to Romeo Santos, just because he's a more familiar name. So that'll be interesting as well to look at. So top dance electronic. So we have Avicii, 01. I think that's how you said it. The title. Chainsmokers, Memories Do Not Open. Calvin Harris, Funk Wave Bounces Volume 1. Kygo, Stargazing, Odessa, Moment Apart. This one, it might go, I think it might go to Avicii, especially after his passing. And I don't think anybody in this category would be upset with that, because Avicii was a big pioneer in electronic music, so I believe he might get it. Which is kind of sad if he does get it, because he isn't allowed to accept the award. but I feel like it would be a great moment for the electronic music community if he did win, since he's such a pioneer. So top Christian album: Elevation Worship, There's a Cloud, Hillsong United, Wonder, Hillsong Worship, Let There Be Light. Okay, can you stop me down? Alan Jackson, Precious Memories Collection, Mercy Me, Lifer. From these albums, I'm not familiar with the artists, so I can't tell you. So that's going to be interesting. So I don't know. So I'm going to have to get back to you with that one. So on to the next one. So hold on one second, because my computer decided to get on my nerves. Okay. Okay. So I just got off the top Christian album. Did I pass it? Yeah. Okay, so next is top gospel album. So it's between Anthony Brown and Group Therapy, A Long Way from Sunday, Travis Green, Crossover, Live from Music City, J.J. Harrison and Youthful Praise, You Deserve It, Tosh Cobb's Hard Passion Pursuit, and then Marvin Sapp, Close. Okay, Marvin Sapp being on here. I love Marvin Sapp. Love Tosh Cobb's. Love Anthony Brown, Group Therapy. Marvin Sapp is such a big band in gospel too. So, I don't know. It might go to Marvin for this one. For me, it might. But Tosh had a great year as well. For me, again, it's going to be between Marvin, Tasha, and Anthony and Group Therapy for me. So, if any of those three win, I won't be mad. So, top Hot 100 song is Luis Fonsi with Daddy Yankee feat. Featuring Justin Bieber with Despacito, which is no surprise. Kendrick Lamar's Humble, no surprise. Bruno Mars, That's What I Like, it's not a surprise with that one. Post Malone with Rockstar featuring 21 Savage, not a surprise. Then Ed Sheeran, Shape of You, again, not a surprise for these songs that they picked. When it comes to top 100, I feel like it's going to go to Despacito. Just because of how big of a year it's been for Despacito. So it might go to Despacito for this one. And then after that, I might go to Shape of You or Bruno Mars for that. So I think it's going to be Despacito. But we'll never know. We'll figure it out on Sunday. Top streaming song, which is just the MP3, is Luis Fonsi, Daddy Yankee, and with Despacito, and Kendrick with Humble, Lil Uzi Vert, EXO Tour, Life, Post Malone, 21 Savage, Rockstar. Post Malone was featuring Quavo, Congratulations. For this one, it might go to. It's going to be between the Post Malone songs and Kendrick's Humble for this one, I think. Particularly, it might be Congratulations, because I heard that so many times. But then I've heard Rockstar a lot too as well, and Humble. So that will be interesting. It's between those three for me. When it comes to top streaming song video, you have Cardi B, Bodak Yellow, Money Moves, which I love that song. Live for that song. And I live for that video. Despacito for the video. Lil Pump, Gucci Gang. That song, I can't. Bruno Mars, That's What I Like. Ed Sheeran, Shape of You. When it comes to video, Cardi might take it for this. That's what I like. I don't really remember that video for Bruno Mars. Shape of You, I don't really remember that one. But Bodak Yellow, I can definitely remember that video. And I really like that video. So I think Cardi might take this one. I'll be happy if she did. Top selling single, which is Despacito again. Body Like a Back Road by Sam Hunt. Interesting title. Imagine Dragons with Believer. Imagine Dragons with Thunder. And then you have Ed Sheeran, Perfect. Out of this, it's probably going to be between Imagine Dragons, Ed Sheeran, and Luis Fonsi with Despacito. Despacito and Perfect, I feel, are like the big ones. So it's going to be between Ed Sheeran and Despacito. It might go to Ed for this one, because if they get it for top streaming song, I don't think they're going to get it for top selling. So it might go to Ed Sheeran since it's selling song. So I don't know. We'll have to see for that one. When it comes to top radio, the Chainsmokers and Coldplay, Something Just Like This, Imagine Dragons, Believer, Bruno Mars, That's What I Like, Charlie Puth, Attention, Shape of You. Shape of You definitely been on the radio a lot. Attention by Charlie Puth has definitely been on there a lot. That's What I Like is definitely on there. I haven't really heard the one with Coldplay, and I haven't heard the one with Imagine Dragons. So for me, it's probably going to be between Bruno and Ed Sheeran and Charlie Puth. For this one, I feel like Shape of You is going to take it. Because I feel like everybody was playing Shape of You. So Shape of You might take it for this one. Top collaboration, you have Camila Cabello with Young Thug for Havana. Chainsmokers and Coldplay, Something Just Like This. You have the Despacito again. You have Unforgettable with French and Sway Lee. You have Post Malone, 21 Savage, Rockstar. So Havana was a big single, but I don't think it's going to take it. Then you have Luis with Despacito. They might take it for this one as well, so I don't know. Unforgettable was a big track for French. And then Rockstar again is a big track for Post Malone, so I'm really not sure who's going to take this. But it's definitely going to be between Despacito. Havana was big too. I really don't know. This one's going to be a hard one to figure out. So moving on to the next one is top R&B songs. So you have Charles Gambino with Redbone, DJ Khaled featuring Rihanna, Bryson Tiller with Wild Thoughts. This is my favorite. I love this song. Love Redbone as well. You have Khalid with Young, Dumb and Broke. I love that song. Bruno Mars, That's What I Like. And then Bruno Mars with Cardi B, Finesse. I feel like it's definitely between Childish, DJ Khaled, and Finesse for me. But I really think it's going to go to Finesse because Finesse had such a great year. I really want Wild Thoughts to win them. So that's going to be interesting to see who wins that. Top rap song is going to be Cardi B, Bodak Yellow, Money Moves. Then you have I'm the One by DJ Khaled with Justin Bieber, Quavo, Chance the Rapper, and Lil Wayne. That's another good song. French Montana with Unforgettable again. Kendrick with Humble, and Post Malone with Rockstar. Top rap song. I feel like I'm the One fell off a little bit, even though I like that song. Unforgettable, Humble. This is never a hard category for me. I really don't know who's going to win this. I want Kendrick to get it for Humble, but it might go to, and I want Cardi to win for Bodak. So this is a hard category to figure out. Top country song. Not familiar with any of these songs, so I really cannot tell you. But the artist is King Brown featuring Lauren Alana, or is it Elena? What Ifs, Sam Hunt, Body Like a Back Road, Dustin Lynch, Small Town Boy, BB Rexa and Florida Georgia Line, Meant to Be, Bright Young, and In Case You Didn't Know. Based off Florida Georgia Line being so popular, I feel like they might win with BB since it's PB Rex on it and Florida Georgia Line for Meant to Be, so they might win. But again, I'm not familiar with these songs, so I can't tell you. Top rock song, which is Imagine Dragons with Believer, Imagine Dragons again with Thunder, Linkin Park featuring Kiara, which is Heavy, Portugal the Man, Feel It Still, The Revivalists, Wish I Knew You. Not familiar with these songs, so I really couldn't tell you for top rock song who's gonna win. Top Latin song, which is J Balvin and Willie Williams featuring Beyonce with Mi Gente, Becky G feat Bad Bunny, Mayores, Luis with Despacito, Maloma, Feliz Los Four, Feliz Los Cuatro, Westin feats Ozuna, Escapate Conmigo. So, I don't know. Because Mi Gente and Despacito are like the big ones from this one for me. I don't know. Cause it might go to Mi Gente because, especially with Beyonce's performance at Coachella, with how she remixed it and did what she did with that song and the performance for Coachella, Beachella, whatever you guys feel like saying. I'll say Beachella. So it might go to Mi Gente just based off of that. And then it's those songs have always been on the radio. They're always played at clubs. At least the clubs I go to. It's between Despacito and Mi Gente for me. So that'll be interesting to see. Top Dance Electronic. You had Chainsmokers and Coldplay with Something Like This. Cheat Codes featuring Demi Lovato, No Promises. Clean Bandit with Sean Paul and Anne Marie. Rockabye. So, and you have Kygo with Selena Gomez at 8 Main. Zed and Alessia Cara, Stay. I remember this song from the Grammys, and I believe, did she win for this? Did she win for Stay? It was a different category, but it was in a different category. But I feel like they won for this one. I don't know. Based off the fact that I only heard Stay, I think Stay might win, but again, Chainsmokers has a good, and yeah, the combined force of Chainsmokers and Coldplay, that's a big thing. Then you have Demi Lovato. I don't know. My thing would be either Stay or the Chainsmokers for that one. I'm not sure, really. You have top Christian song, Elevation Worship, Oh Come to the Altar, Hillsong, What a Beautiful Name, Lecrae and Tori Kelly, I'll Find You, Mercy Me, Even If, Zach Williams, Old Church Choir. I love the song with Lecrae and Tori Kelly, so I would want that one to win. I love that song. So just being biased and based off of my like for the song, I think I'll Find You will win for the top Christian song, but that's just based off of who I like. So we have Anthony Brown, Group Therapy, Trust in You, which is a great song. You have Travis Green, You Waited. J.J. Harrison and Youthful Praise, You Deserve It. Tamla Man, Change Me, which is a great song. Then you have Charlie Wilson with I'm Blessed, which is another great song. So for me, it's going to be between Charlie Wilson, Tamla Man, and Group Therapy and Anthony Brown. I love Trusting You so much. But Change Me is a great song. I really can't pick because I love all three of those songs. That's going to be a hard one for me. If any of those three win, I'm going to be happy. So, It might be Charlie Wilson now. It might be Charlie Wilson. It'll be great if Charlie Wilson went for that. But I'm really not sure. But so that's gonna be all of the nominations for you guys, and then at the end of it says Billboard Music Award nominees are based on key fan interactions with music, including album and digital song sales, streaming, radio airplay, touring, and social engagement. These measurements are tracked year-round by Billboard and its data partners, including Nielsen Music and Next Book Sound. The awards are based on a reporting period of April 8th, 2017 through March 31st 2018. Yes, so makes sense. So it's going to be interesting to see who's going to win from some of these categories. Some of these categories were hard for me to figure out who's actually going to win. Like top rap artists, and then like there was a lot of repeats of singles that were kind of tricky because there was a lot of big singles and some of these like top songs that I didn't know would come out on top. So it's going to be interesting to see who wins. To be honest, I really wasn't interested in the Billboard Awards, but when I found out Janet Jackson was going to finally get the Icon Award, I was like, alright, when Mama Janet comes on, I'll be watching it. So that's what I'm going to be focused on for Sunday, because that's what I'm really interested in. And then Jennifer Lopez is performing as well, but my main thing is I want to see Janet, because she hasn't performed in so long on like television that I just need to see it. And I already know that she's going to kill it, so I'm not even thinking that anything bad is going to happen, but I just know that Janet's going to just ruin it for everybody there. But again, like I said before, let me know what you guys think, who you guys think will actually win some of these awards. Again, if you guys are in some of the categories where I'm not familiar with, if you guys can like comment down below, and send me some of the songs, and I'll probably check out some of the songs before the Billboard Awards, try and get more of a context on some of these artists. And then leave your comments about who you think will win, your comments about some of the artists that were chosen for these nominations, and just anything you guys have to say about the Billboard Music Awards, about Janet performing, about some of the artists performing that you guys are fans of. Just let me know in my DMs or email me at our email address at welcome-to-wavelength at gmail.com, and then my personal Instagram, which is at drida. And you guys can always DM us at Welcome to Wavelength on Instagram. So, at Welcome to the Wavelength on Instagram. But I'm going to be done for that for today's episode of the podcast. I'm actually going to be doing a new schedule, guys. Because since it's like the summer, like a lot of stuff is not going to really be happening, because most of the stuff is going to be like festival stuff. So it's not going to be a lot of new information coming up. And then I'm also trying to get an internship, so I'll be doing work, and then that might turn into like a possible part-time job for me. So the schedule might be a little bit different. So I'm going to change the schedule from doing making a weekly podcast to being a bi-weekly podcast. So every 2 weeks I'll come in and give you guys some information about what's been going on during those 2 weeks. So it gives me a little bit more time to give you guys more information, so I can give you more information about what's been going on, then give you my opinion about it. Then it gives me a little bit more time to get more guests on here. I have some people in mind that I want to get on to the podcast to talk about their music and talk about their experiences in the music industry. So that just gives me more time for that, to give you guys better content than just me just sitting here talking about my opinions. It'll be more interesting for you guys if you guys had guests. So with that being said, thank you guys for listening. As always, I'm happy to be back. But again, this new schedule is going to be better for me. Because I'm really trying to get some money so I can pay for my next semesters at college next year, so I can graduate on time. So I'm really going to be busy during the summer, so this will work better for me. But thank you again for listening. Please send your comments down into the comment section down below for Spreaker, on iTunes, anywhere there's a comment section. Just send me some comments. It'll be great, so I can talk to you guys about how you guys feel about the podcast. And that'll be all. So, bye, guys.